Hey there, this is Mrs. Chabot. I just want to take a few minutes to take a look at the Canvas course and the My Math Lab course and just some highlights of how to get started this semester. So I know some of you know me and some of you don't. It is unfortunate that we can't all meet together this semester, but here we are. Okay, so once you are in our Canvas course, MAC 2313-01C, right now all I have here is course information and week one, but I will be adding to this. Hopefully very soon. So if you want to work ahead a little bit, you can. You can't work too far ahead because there will be tests on scheduled times. Okay, so you'll be using my math lab for this course. If you know me, you know that I do have a preference for the hard copy of the textbook, but I really like the videos that are provided by my math lab. So since you'll be needing my math lab for the videos, I decided to go ahead and do all of the practice problems, all the homework problems in my math lab as well. If you have a hard copy of the textbook and you want a list of homework problems to try in there, I do have that. So, just go ahead and contact me if you are interested in that. All right, so you'll need to read the syllabus carefully. You'll probably want to print it out if you have a printer that is going to be a nice asset this semester. If you don't, you could get by without one. So if you can print it, great. So just a few things that I want to point out um, is what your grade is going to be based on, just to get ready for that. I'm actually going to start down here with my math lab lessons. So all of the videos and, like I said, the homework problems and practice problems are going to be in my math lab. Um, I recommend watching the videos and taking notes and going through like that. I think they're really good. I did have one or two students in the spring who said they, liked using the textbook and they preferred reading the textbook and trying to figure out the practice problems rather than using the videos. So you'll have to do what works for you, but they're pretty good. All right, so when you look at the grades, you'll see that your grade doesn't come directly from the homework at all. But like I wrote here, notice that you're not going to be provided with any study guides for the tests because the homework assignments are your study guides. So when I am creating the tests, I'm pulling those directly from homework problems that you have already tried from my math lab. So the numbers might be different, but they're the same problems with the same instruction and the same level of difficulty. All right, so keep that in mind. Okay, but what I will be looking at is once a week, I will be looking at a written quiz that you'll be submitting into my math lab. So basically, you're going to be turning something in every Thursday by 8 p.m. because hopefully I'll be able to grade those that night. But if not, you know that you can count on getting some feedback by the following Monday. So by Thursday at 8 p.m., you'll be submitting the weekly quiz. It'll have some practice problems from the assignments during the week. Okay, so they won't be the exact same problems from my math lab, but if you've been doing them, you should be able to succeed on the written quiz. Okay, so that's that. And I need to edit that because that's not accurate. Okay, now the next thing is you're also going to be taking 5 unit tests, 4 of which will be unproctored. Because they'll be unproctored, they're only going to be available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on test days, which are all Thursdays. You'll be able to look at those on the schedule. If you have a schedule conflict where you are busy, where you won't have, an hour and a half to devote to a test on one of those days, you'll need to contact me at least 4 days ahead of time so that we can schedule it early. So watch out for that. And test number 3 is going to be proctored. You'll be taking it through ProctorU, and I will be giving you more information about ProctorU in the near future once the college provides the instructors with the updates on what our contract is with ProctorU and what the options are available. So I will get you updated. But be aware that one of your unit tests will be proctored, and your final exam, which is 25%, will also be proctored. Okay, so be prepared for that. So even though your unit tests are going to be unproctored and you can use your notes, you can create a you know how they call it, a cheat sheet, right? So you can create a page or two with everything you want to have in front of you while you're taking the test. Please keep in mind that test 3 and the final are going to be proctored. So you need to be studying those things that you're writing down on your testing sheets so that you know you'll remember those formulas when you do need them on the proctored final exam, which is 25% of your grade. Okay, so keep that in mind throughout the semester. Okay, so those are the main things I wanted to point out from the syllabus. And I don't talk about the time commitment too much in this class because you've already succeeded in Calc 1 and Calc 2, and you know that this 5-credit calculus course is a big time commitment. All right, so hopefully you're all already ready for that. Okay, so I do have this schedule here. Again, if you can print it out, you can use this as a little checkbox and check off things as you get them done. Hopefully I didn't make any errors in this, and hopefully there won't be any unforeseen college closures or anything that makes me change this, but it is tentative if something does need to change. But for now, mark your calendars for those test dates, and like I said, if you have a schedule conflict, let me know, the sooner the better. All right, so there's your syllabus. If you don't already have a MyMathLab account, you might want to look at this, how to register in MyMathLab. And then you'll be going through MyLab and Mastering. If you already have an account, sign in with that account. You go to Open My Lab. I haven't linked this yet, but you will go through this just like this, agree to everything. And like I said, if you've already used it, you'll go and sign in. So much to agree to with your previous username and password. If you haven't used it, you'll create it here. And if you already used it for Calculus 1 or Calculus 2 through the college, you shouldn't have to pay for it again. It should be good for the life of the textbook. So you should be all set. If that's not the case, just want to bring your attention to get temporary access, and that's all I'll say about that. All right, and then from there, you will be in MyMathLab, and you will find the videos for the lectures in there. They're all like about a half hour each, but you can do it in more than one sitting if you want to. It's broken down into topics. And then from there, you'll have the questions. Like I said, your grade doesn't come directly from this. So if you do a problem and you get it wrong, and then you're like, oh, now I see how to do it, I totally got it, you don't necessarily have to do the question again, okay, because it's not directly affecting your grade. Okay, so that's all I want to say about that. Let me know if you have any issues with MyMathLab. And right now it just has week 1, but pretty soon you'll be able to see additional weeks in Canvas. And in there you'll have links to those MyMathLab assignments, so you can get to everything right in here. But notice it's a smaller screen, so you can do it right in there, or you can open up a new window like I showed you where you're in MyMathLab. All right, and then each week, unless it's a test week, you will have a quiz. You will click on the quiz. If you can print it out, that would be so great. If you can't print it out, you will use your own paper and then complete the quiz. Don't wait until Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening, because if you have issues, like I said, I'm not going to accept it after 8 p.m. on Thursday. So try to work on it ahead of time, do the quiz, and then I do need you to scan it as a PDF in order to submit it. So if you don't already have scanning, I use Adobe Scan on my cell phone and then I email it to myself and I save it on my computer. But that's, of course, not the only option. So just whatever works for you. So if you don't have a way and you don't have a way in mind, you can go ahead and follow these directions for getting started with Adobe Scan. Okay, and then you scan it, you would submit assignment, browse, upload the file, and then click submit assignment, and you are all done for the week. All right, so at this point, I will stop talking. And if you do have any questions, just please let me know. Again, those of you who know me aren't surprised about the lack of visual appeal on my Canvas course. I mean, this is how it's going to be. But I did procure a webcam that I am able to use as like a document camera. So if you have homework questions that I can't just like give you a hint and I feel like it warrants a video, I am able to do those videos and I'll link them and just let me know what requests you have and what questions you have. All right, so I'm looking forward to working with you this semester and I'll leave it at that. Have a good day.